Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Daniel Haikal bin Gamrizal. My matrix number is A23A1946. I from SAR program. My lecturer is Puan Azlinda Shaznim binti Muhammad Shuaib. Today I will present about individual presentation. My topic is equity theory. Next, introduction. Equity theory was introduced by John Stacey Adams in 1963. The proposition was developed against the lack of theoretical explanation of the cerebral base of inequity perception. Social exchange theory presuppositions that social relations are embedded in private evaluation of the costs and benefits of sharing in relations. There were two primary objectives of the equity theory. First, the theory aimed to explain how people evaluate the degree to which interpersonal relations are fair. The second objective of the theory was to explain the effect of inequitable relations. Now we go to explanation of the approach. Firstly, social comparison. A key idea in equity theory is social comparison, which is the process by which people assess their outcomes and inputs. This comparison includes a wider social reference group, which includes friends, family, and acquaintances, in addition to the direct work area. Secondly, equity and inequity. When people believe that their input and outputs are balanced relative to others, equity emerges. People experience injustice when they believe there is an imbalance and feel that they are either overpaid or underpaid in comparison to their peers. Thirdly, cognitive and behavioral responses. Cognitive and behavioral reactions are triggered by perceived fairness or disparity. People try to keep their relationships and interactions in balance, or they try to bring it back. Lastly, restoration of inequity. People respond to perceived injustice by using different tactics to bring things back into equilibrium. This tactic consists of modifying their own inputs, looking for other results, or reassessing the dynamics of the connection. Now we go to viewpoint about the approach. In my view, equity theory is still relevant in today's era. It is because equity motivation theory is more concerned with fairness and the interests of employees. Equity theory can also teach people to evaluate work situations relative to their peers, ensuring that organizations address these fundamental aspects. Now we go to relay example about the approach. Firstly, example social comparison. Think about Alice and Bob, two co-workers who are employed in the same department. Bob is a fresh hire, but Alice is a seasoned professional with years of experience. Bob provides new ideas and energy, and Alice offers years of experience. Both puts in a lot of work for the team. In a social comparison situation, Alice can contrast Bob's results and recognition with her considerable expertise. Bob may evaluate his own efforts and results in comparison to Alice at the same time. Secondly, example in equity and inequity. Consider Alice and Bob, two members of a project team assigned to create a new software application. Each give the project their time, expertise, and effort. The team receive recognition for their accomplishment and the project succeed as a consequence of their cooperative effort. Bonuses and promotions are among the incentives that Alice and Bob share equally. Thirdly, example cognitive and behavioral responses. Think about Mary and Alex, two software developers collaborating on a project. Both bring their expertise and energy to the project in the hopes of earning equal credit and benefits. Nevertheless, despite making comparable accomplishment, Mary is given more credit and a larger bonus than Alex because of a misunderstanding. Example restoration of equity. Firstly, modifying our inputs. Think about a marketing team that has two workers, Sam and Alex, that work on a project together. Sam makes the decision to alter his own contribution since he believes he is getting the credit he deserves. To try and match his effort with the desired results, he can put in more work, take on more duties, or aggressively demonstrate his abilities. Secondly, seeking different outcomes. Alex, who works for the same marketing team but feels that there is enough justice in the awards and accolades, could decide to pursue other goals. He might talk to the team leader about his worries, bargain for a fairer share of the benefits, or say he wants to be promoted to a position that better fits his perceived contribution level. Lastly, assessing the dynamics of the connection. In a collaborative work environment, Chris and Sarah see their efforts and results differently. Sarah could want to reevaluate their professional relationships dynamics to guarantee that Chris and you both understand what is fair. This may entail being in constant contact, outlining expectations, and going over their own responsibilities and contributions. We go to disadvantage. Firstly, subjectivity and perceptual difference. A notable challenge lies in the reliance on individual perceptions of fairness, introducing subjectivity and potential biases. Different individuals may perceive the same situation differently, making it difficult to establish a universally accepted definition of fairness. Secondly, cultural variation. Cultural difference significantly impact perception of fairness, presenting a challenge to the universal application of equity theory. Cultural variation in perceptions of fairness highlight the need for cultural sensitivity when applying equity theory. Thirdly, overemphasis on tangible rewards. Equity theory tends to predominantly focus on tangible rewards and outcomes. The overemphasis on tangible rewards may limit the scope of equity theory in capturing the full spectrum of factors that contribute to employee motivation. Lastly, neglect of team dynamics. In team setting, where collaborative efforts are paramount, the theory may not fully address the dynamics of shared goals and responsibilities. Equity theory's primary focus on individual inputs and outcomes may not adequately address the dynamics of collective effort in team-based environments. We go to disadvantage. Firstly, subjectivity and perceptual difference. A notable challenge lies in the reliance on individual perceptions of fairness, introducing subjectivity and potential biases. Different individuals may perceive the same situation differently, making it difficult to establish a universally accepted definition of fairness. Secondly, cultural variation. Cultural difference significantly impact perception of fairness, presenting a challenge to the universal application of equity theory. Cultural variation in perceptions of fairness highlight the need for cultural sensitivity when applying equity theory. Thirdly, overemphasis on tangible rewards. Equity theory tends to predominantly focus on tangible rewards and outcomes. The overemphasis on tangible rewards may limit the scope of equity theory in capturing the full spectrum of factors that contribute to employee motivation. Lastly, neglect of team dynamics. In team setting, where collaborative efforts are paramount, the theory may not fully address the dynamics of shared goals and responsibilities. Equity theory's primary focus on individual inputs and outcomes may not adequately address the dynamics of collective effort in team-based environments. Now we go to the last slide. This part is conclusion. John Stacey Adam equity theory emphasizes the significance of perceived fairness in interpersonal interactions and social exchange. According to this theory, people try to achieve a balance between their contribution and benefit in relation to other people. People are more motivated, have favorable attitudes, and engage in constructive activities when they sense fairness. To sum up, equity theory offers important insight into the mechanics of social interactions and transactions. Perceived fairness is something that should be acknowledged and addressed